Good day, Internet land. Country Morrow here again. Today is Friday, the 30th of May, 2025, and I got some good news. I was on the road and I got a message that my worms are supposed to be delivered tomorrow. The worms are in, so I'm going to just unpack them quickly. It has been raining all night, all morning. Today is Saturday. In my introduction, told you guys it was Friday because it was yesterday I got the news when I was on the road. So FedEx delivered them quite early this morning, and now I'm going to unpack them. Let me just get a scissors or something to cut this. Here we are. This is my first time ever attempting this. Okay. There are some quite skinny worm, not the ones that I was expecting, but I guess they'll grow. There they are. So let me just take my time. Uncle Jim Worm Farm. That's where we got them from. On Amazon. I think they got good reviews. They got some good reviews, so hence I'm trying out with them. Water is all over the place. It has been raining. I think I said that before, but these containers here, I'm going to split the worms in two. I'm going to divide this package. I think it's about 1,000 worm. I think so. I need to check again. But I'm just going to go ahead and bore some holes around the upper edging of this container. So I'm going to bring the holes about here, just so that they can get some here. You don't want to be drilling your holes all the way down 1-2 inches because your worms will escape. I really don't have a lot to teach you guys on vermiculture. This is the first time I'm doing it, but it's all over the internet about worm casting. It's always good to add things to the soil. And here I need a lot of help with my soil. I'm doing in-ground bed and I'm in Florida where I have sandy soil, so this should work for me. But if you're in an area where the soil is already enriched and it's not a sandy soil, I don't think you have to go and do this. Last night I wanted to gather some more information, but the rain was falling so hard. All I had to do was just sleep, so I guess I'll just go along. I'm not going to punch holes in the cover of these containers because I don't want any extra moisture to seep in. So these holes around the edge should be good. Let me just go again and finish up this one and get back to you guys. I went ahead and I drilled some holes around the upper edge of these containers. Now I'm going to put some peat moss into these containers. You can use, I see people shred up the newspaper and use it also, but I'm going to use some peat moss. I'm also going to put a bit of soil in it. I've never seen anyone done this with my research, but worm live in soil, right? I I just love to go about things practically, so hence I do things the way I do. So I'm going in with some peat moss. I think I'm going to try and get about 3 inches, just so the worms have place to go down into it. And this, guys, you really don't have to do this. Most manure will do the same thing. It's just that you have some manure that are hot, some that are cold. But worm casting is just worm poop, so it's manure. So here we go. I'm going to wet this also, just to get it a bit more moist. But I think I could go ahead with some more soil in this. Let me see. Let me put more peat moss then. What we want it to look like when we're done is like a wet sponge, but not a drippy one. Just one that you can squeeze together and then let go, and it slowly releases. So I'm going to get the hose now, and I'm going to get everything mixed in now. It's just mist, so it's going to need a lot more water than what I'm putting. If you have newspaper, you can shred your newspapers, prepare them like a day or two, wet them, and put your worms in it. For feeding, I'll be using chicken feed and kitchen scrap. If you're in places where you have a lot of worm, or you're doing container gardening but you want to get your own worm casting, you can go ahead, find your worms, put them in a bucket with, whether it be your cocoa core or peat moss, shredded newspaper, and you just feed them and they'll break down whatever. If you're doing like a composting bin, you can also go ahead and put your worms in it. The thing with the composting bin, it's just hard to retrieve your worm when you're done. So you have to go through it and find your worms and get them out. This is going to take more water than I thought. Now, this is what it's looking like. Wet, but not too wet. You don't want water to be settling in the container. So you just get it all moist, fluffy, like after a rain, how the soil would feel if you go outside after it's slightly drained and you feel it. That's what you want. If you drench it, you'll find the worms coming up on top, just like when you have a hard shower rain. You see the worms try escaping the water. So this is what you really want. Alright, so for feeding, I don't have any kitchen scrap or anything like that right now. I'm going to break up this overripe banana that I have, and I'm going to mix it in. I also have some chicken feed. I'm going to go in with it, and I'm going to just allow the worms to break it down. So this here, what I'm going to do, let me just mix in the banana first. And then I'm going to level everything, and to the middle of the compost I'm going to dig a hole I'm going to go in with the chicken feed and I'm going to damp it a bit. Now that I've damped it, I'm going to put the worms in the middle right here. So let me just get a handful or two and I'm going to drop them in the middle. I'm going to clear the middle like that, and I'm just going to go in and dump a few worms right here. I'm trying to calculate. This is about half of the bag. We have some dead ones. That's okay. Worm will eat worm, and then I just go and cover them. And now I'm just going to sprinkle the chicken feed all over. So this should keep them for a few days until I get some kitchen scrap to put in with them. So it's not that hard, I hope. Let me just blow over. But that should be it. And I'm in a humid climate, so I'll just check on this as I go along, and I will also update you guys, but they should be good in this mix. We are again. I'm just going to take off these. Oh, these are not plastic. So for these, I'm just going to, the same cardboard box that we got them in, I'm just going to use the scissors and I'm just going to shred it finely over it, and then I'm going to mist it again. And now, instead of taking all of this kitchen scrap to the chickens and have them taking a day or two sometimes to get rid of it, the worms can help them out. It's just worm casting, worm poop, another one that is good, just as though the rabbit manure is good. Cow manure is good also, horse manure is good. Okay, the thing is, cow and horse, they have hot manures, so they will burn your plant faster. Any manure can burn your plant if you put down too much on it. But for the cool manures, you will get away with them as a big gardener, using them in your garden. So all manures are good. However, you have manure that edges out manure at times. That's all. For me, rabbit manure is king in my sandy soil here in Florida. And after you close this and it starts building up heat with the moisture that is in it, everything will break down. So I'm not too worried about this. But this is my first rodeo, so ride along with me, guys, and let's learn something together. I'm just going to take you guys in and show you what's happening with them. But things are going good so far. I got them on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Same day I'll be posting this video. And I'm just going to take you guys in and let you have a look. So come and look. This is what it's looking like now. But if you look down here, you can see a worm going down. They're all embedded. These little things that you see sprouting up in the container, These are just from the bird feed because I put some of the scrap from the bird and rabbit manure in here also, so that the worms, they'll have variety. And they were crawling up on the sides before, and something just spoke to me and said, you know, put some manure in it. Worms love manure. Look over on this side right here. Worms love manure, so because of that, they're staying down inside of this container now. But they were crawling to the side at first. They're all down in there. So I'll continue to do my research. This is new to me, and see how best I can get worm casting for my garden and my indoor plants. Those are the plants that I really want to help out now with more organic fertilizer or organic compost. This is the next container here, looking totally different from the one beside it, but the worms are here and they're doing their thing, so I'm happy for that. Show you along the way what I'm doing right and also the mistakes that I'm making, so that you don't have to make them. Country Morrow. God bless you all. See you in the next one. Cheers.